This video is to accompany lab number 6 using the Tricaster and the teleprompter to create a newscast. So this is our audio video mixer. So all of the cables that come from the studio floor up into the control room go into this audio mixer. So it looks a little bit overwhelming at first, but it's not. So the first thing we want to do is to turn on our studio lights. So right now the studio lights are not on, as we can see here. Now we got those lights on. Now to turn the studio lights on, there is a touchscreen display right here. And then in the lower left corner, there's going to be a button that says Show 1. I'm going to push that. And when you push Show 1, the studio lights will come on. So now I got studio lights. So just a quick walkthrough. So you have preview over here and you have live output over here. So this is what, like if this was a live broadcast, anything that was in this window is going to be what's being broadcast to the audience. If you're recording something, that anything that is in that window is going to be part of the recording. So right now we got nothing. We can have up to 3 cameras. Right now I only have 1 camera turned on. It is the camera for our news set. You have some tabs up here. We got live production, capture media, edit text. You got effects row, you have a live row, you've got a preview row. I'm going to go ahead and go live 1. 1 is the actual camera. I notice that all I see are chairs here. The chairs are sitting in front of a green screen, but apparently we don't have our green screen set up correctly. So I'm going to come down here to Input Setup, and I'm going to set this to Live Set. I'll show you what it does when I do that. So now it puts the live output into a set. Now you have a variety of sets to choose from. This one is called Primetime. You can do Demo. You can do World Report. Actually, that's Midday Report, Newsline. So when you get up here, take a look at some of the different sets that we have available. But let's say you like this one. I can be zoomed in. I can be zoomed out. And so, of course, I'm here by myself, but if we had anchors here, they would be showing up right there in those seats. You can also change it from, instead of being camera center, well right now it's set to camera right, I can change it to camera center, or I can change it to camera right. And all of this is just from a single camera, and we can do virtually anything. So these 2 DDR columns, you got DDR1, you have DDR2. These are like libraries for graphics. So right now I have a graphic for the Incredibles 2 trailer. So this is in DDR1. If I change my live output to DDR1, you see that it puts the Disney trailer in that slot. If I push play down here,
did you wash your hands?
Then it's going to play that video back.
With soap.
I'm going to go back live 1 to our set. You will notice that this set, keep panning back over here, this set has a virtual TV in it. If I wanted to put a graphic in that virtual TV, then I could come over here and I could set my effects to a DDR column. And so now the video that I had selected is now playing in the TV. Once again, our anchors would be sitting right there.
I did. So, are we going to talk about it?
What?
The elephant in the room.
Okay, lower right corner. These are your volume controls.
Come on,
So
great job.
If I lower the volume for DDR1, then that's going to lower the volume for that video, or vice versa. We generally like to keep the volume right around 0 here. Right now these are our mics. They were muted. But once you have mics down there on your anchors, then this is how you can control their volume. I'm going to go ahead and stop the playback. If you wanted to add a graphic, you would come down here and click Add. It's going to open up the location, you know, whatever. I'm going to pick a graphic. Here's graphics for something. Here's an image. I'm going to click that image, click Open. And so now, if I want to see what that image is, I can go to DDR1. And looks like an airport. So if I go back to Live 1, if I wanted DDR1 to be live, I could click that. If I had anything in DDR2, which I don't, I could click that. So it's just going to be black. So right now I just got live and then DDR1. If you look down here, you see we have a preview row. If I put DDR1 in preview, you notice that it puts it in this window right here. And so I can come here and I click this auto. And what it does is it transitions from what I had in preview to what I had in live. And so now you see the set is in preview. If I click auto again, then it's going to go ahead and switch back between those two. Everything that we do on the interface with the mouse, you can also use analog. So these are all analog controls to switch from cameras to whatever you have in DDR. So we have record live output button. So if I'm ready to record, I can click record live output. And so now it's recording whatever I have in this window up here. All right, and then to stop recording, you just click the record live output button again. Overlays are right here. So let's say you wanted to put a lower third. Actually, let me go ahead and get a big title here. Okay, so here's a title. If I click fade here, then it's going to put an overlay there. It says, are you smarter than me? And then when I click fade again, then it goes back to whatever I have in my live feed. You can also put lower thirds here. So if you wanted to name an anchor, then you can put the name of the anchor down in the field. This is called a lower third because it's in the lower third portion of the frame. I should be pointing over here. This is the lower third here. To create your own lower thirds or edit an existing lower third, you would click the text tab. And so that one said Aiden Alford. Maybe you want to change that, so you can click on Aiden's text. And I'm going to go ahead and change that to say Mr. Shaver. And so now you can see that the text has changed to Mr. Shaver. They have a lot of templates to choose from. If you click this Add button, you can scroll through and pick all kinds of overlays for all different kinds of video productions. So that concludes the introduction to the Tricaster.